Hey everyone, this is Brandon with Freeman's Construction. I'm here in Ramona at this new custom home that we're building. In an earlier video, we showed you what we're doing with the recessed sills for the sliding glass doors in this home. You can see it right behind me. I want to show you what's going on here. We're a little further down the road and just show you what it took to get to this point and how it's done. So let's take a look. All right, so in this home, we're installing two sliding glass doors. They're made by IWC. These are their Ambassador Series doors. We have an XO sliding glass door down here over at the master bedroom. And in the great room here, we have a OXXO door, which means it's got two fixed panels on the outside and the two center panels in the middle move outward. So this is a 16-foot wide opening. So when this is all the way open, it's gonna be 8 feet wide. So it's gonna be a really large opening, a lot of room to get in and out, a lot of natural light. So there's a lot of different steps to get to this point to recess the sill. I just kind of want to walk you through that and show you what's involved in it. So let's come down here and take a look. At the beginning stages of all this, when we're pouring the concrete, what it looks like here is we have our form board here, and then we had a 2x8 laid flat, which is 1.5 inches thick. So it creates this step that you can see here, but that's rough. We don't know the finished floor height or the size of or the thickness of our sill. But once all those things start coming into play, we can figure that out. So one of the first things or quicker things we ask our clients to do at this point, if this is an option that they want to do, is you say, hey, we need you to pick out your flooring material for inside the home. So this house is getting a luxury vinyl plank flooring. And the reason for that is we have to find out the elevation of the sill because it all builds up. And how we get to that point is the first thing we do, you can actually see a little piece of it here. We'll cut off small little pieces of this flooring and we'll glue it down and we'll level it. We'll have one here, we have one here. Basically every 4 feet we did this so to make sure it's completely level from that corner or that side of the door to the other side of the door. And so once we get that point, we go and we measure our sill, which is this one's 1 3/8 inches. And from there, we create a buildup with a shim and also some glue. We do it every 4 feet, so it's nice and manageable distance, so that we're not working with a big, large level. We use a 4-foot level here, easy to use. So we have one here, here, here. So there's 6 different spots here that we're gonna do it. And at that point, what the end goal is, you want your finished floor height right here to flush out with the top of your sill. That way there's not any toe stubbers or anything like that. So after we get that height established, what we do is we use like a rapid set mortar or rapid set grout mix, and we pour like a small pad, probably about 8 or 10 inch diameter pad in each place where we had those shims built up. And what that does is it gives us a larger working area for when we pour the rest of it to screed off to. We're not just, basically the shims are like the size of this torpedo. So it's just, instead of screeding off to this small spot here, we have a much larger area. So we do that in those 6 different areas. All right, so once we get those pads poured, at that point, we'll move forward and pour the rest of it in between the pads, and we take our level or our straight edge and screed that off. So this is perfectly level and at the right height. So, and the next point is waterproofing. This sill needs to be waterproof because it's a patio. There's going to be water and things and rain and weather happening out here at some point. So we want to make sure no water can come in from the outside and get on the inside. So some of these sliding glass doors come with an aluminum sill pan. This one did not, so we use a liquid flashing made by Zip. So it's a really very durable type silicone. So this is what got used on this application. That takes probably about 2 or 3 days to set up. And once that's set up, then we can go ahead and move forward with the install on it. All right, so that's the ins and outs of our recessed sill pan here with the IWC door. There's a lot of little details to make it happen, but it's a really nice look and just a really functional way to do this. All right, well, thanks for watching. I hope you learned something new about these IWC doors and the recessed sill pans that we do. If you'd like to learn more information about building a custom home or an ADU, you can check out our website, freemansconstruction.com. We'll see you again next time.